Hello everybody, welcome to Let's Play Star Ocean 2, the second story. I'm your host, Daveapow, and I have no clue what's going on with the start on this emulator, but let's just get into it, because I have no idea what's going on here. So, this is actually one of the games that allows you to choose who you want your main character to be. So the only real difference between that is some slight storyline differences, like really slight. And if you pick her, there's a character you get that you don't on here, and vice versa. And since my favorite character cannot be learned while you choose Rena, I'm gonna choose Claude. So, let's see. A name. You know what? With a headband and all that, we're going to call this guy Randy. Yeah, I think that's cool of a name. We'll see, Randy. Man, what's neat about this game is, or at least if I remember correctly, you can change his name whenever
Only
you
the vast
want.
reaches of outer space.
Ugh, it's not even loading up, so whatever. So there is a total of 5 games, or at least 5 that I know of, and the only one I haven't played is Star Ocean 1. Now 4 I've kind of played. I didn't get really too far before stopping, and 5 I just barely started because when I bought it, Summer Games Done Quick, or SGDQ, actually started. And so I went and just did nothing but watch that. And for those of you who don't know, Summer Games Done Quick, or Games Done Quick, is a biannual charity event. In January, it's Awesome Games Done Quick, and I think it was either June or July they had Summer Games Done Quick, which it's a group of speedrunners that come together from all around the world, and they register what game they want to play, and it goes for 7 days straight. And I don't mean like, you know, the same speedrunner playing for that long, because that'd be just ridiculous. You know, it switches off. You know, they put up a schedule of all the games that you can view to see when you want to watch, and it gets converted to your local time. So the way that they raise money for the charity is certain places like the Yeti and Humble Bundle will have particular t-shirts in the case of the Yeti, and a certain bundle of games that Humble Bundle does that you can actually donate however much you want and get all of those games that they put on there. And they're all indie games, but you know, indie games sometimes tend to be amazing, like with The Binding of Isaac or Super Meat Boy. But with that, you can also donate to pick certain difficulties, pick the categories they run, which, you know, there's many of them, and, you know, look them up. Each game obviously has the standard 100% glitchless and any percent runs. Those are like the 3 basic categories for every single game, and then depending on the game there's certain subcategories. So you can donate for the runners to do particular things, like do something blindfolded, or you can donate for bonus games, and they even sometimes feature races. Oh, maybe I should actually do something instead of just talking. And you know, they build up money that way, and they've been steadily making over $1 million per event to charity. So that's amazing. $2 million a year raised for charity. That's more than you can save for some of the richest people in the world. And you know it's completely non-profit, because when you actually pay for PayPal, it sends it directly to that charity. Like if they do Doctors Without Borders, it'll be like Médecins Sans Frontières or whatever, or Sans Frontières. Yeah, I can't do a French accent, so whatever. And or with Prevent Cancer Foundation, it'll actually say it's going to the Prevent Cancer Foundation. So it's great. No, and you can get a background on of the running history for games, and actually get some of the tips and tricks and how difficult they technically are. And it's just a great time watching this, especially live. I can't say much for the Twitch chat because it's, I don't know, the same thing getting repeated by everyone kind of just seems bland, and you end up ignoring it. So that's, games done quick. Go watch it. Videos are really fun to watch. And who knows, you may find someone you want to follow and watch their streams on Twitch and such. So one thing that's also fun about this game is that it's broken in a way that I'm not gonna do it. And there's a box that you can get at the not the very beginning, but near the beginning of the game. And if you save open, reset enough times, you will get the second strongest weapon in the game. So, and every single time you attack, there's like 2 or 3 balls of light that come out and deal extra damage. So, and you're one-shotting like bosses pretty much because it's just way too strong. And then shortly on disc 2, you can actually craft the strongest weapon in the game for Claude, or the strongest sword in the game, which shoots out like 5 of those balls of light and deals even more damage. So I did that on a playthrough, like the only real playthrough I've actually done of this game. And there is an option you can select if you do things a particular way to where you can make the final boss even harder. And once you actually beat the boss, you unlock an optional dungeon, which if I get enough people who want me to actually go ahead and do it, then I shall. It'll be fun. And if I get stuck and trapped enough and just confused as to what to do, I will look up the guide. But if that ends up not being the case, then good for me. And then Star Ocean 3 I'll actually eventually play, which is probably the only PlayStation 2 game with 2 discs. The crafting system on there is far more broken, and I will abuse that heavily because I want to do all of the optional things except fighting the final optional boss, because she can use her ultimate attack as her first attack instead of being like only 1/4 HP left. And so one of the unique features on here is as you're in battle, whatever is said in the battle by like whatever player or whatever boss actually gets recorded. You get a voice collection, and you can unlock the harder difficulties on this, which there's like Earth, Galaxy, Universe, and 4D, as easy, normal, hard, and very hard. And I want to say it may not on here unlock like optional outfits to wear while in battle, but I know in Star Ocean 3 you get that, which in Star Ocean 3 they have what's known as battle trophies. So you get them for beating bosses in under a minute without being hit, performing certain feats in battle, like traveling a certain amount of times, having a certain amount of battles. And then with that you also get the Galaxy, Universe, and 4D modes bosses as well. And that definitely not only unlocks harder bosses, harder modes, or allows you to go into the harder modes. It
looks like
unlocks outfits. So, as you can see, the battle system, you kind of roam around. You got your light attack, which can be done at close range or long range, which kind of switches up what it is. And then you got your hard attacks or strong attacks, which is the same thing. And then you can put skills under L1 and R1 that you can use. And Claude, he's got a nice little repertoire of skills. I mean, right now he's got an overpowered phase gun, as you saw. Hit the enemy and did nothing, but the phase gun like almost destroyed it. So I may do a little bit of grinding on this. I'm not too sure, just because I know certain enemies are just ridiculous to fight. Okay, little Randy over there. Probably doesn't talk much with girls, and let's try and talk to this one. So conveniently, they speak the same language. And also, like the Star Ocean series, kind of like Final Fantasy series and Legend of Legaia series, there are only sequels in the fact that certain items and certain names are the same within them, but the storylines are completely different. Characters are completely different, but they're really fun games, and I find it neat that on this one you can craft food, like an actual cooking skill, and you can cook food, make it, and then each character has their own favorite food, which the difference in that is whatever food that is, it's guaranteed to heal them 100% HP and MP regardless of what it says. And I think this Claude's is like hamburger or steak. I know a particular person we are going to get. Theirs is baby rabbit risotto, unless that's this little girl right here who introduced herself as Rena. But I think I can actually go in the menu and change it, which I'll check once I actually get the chance, and they stop on their little date walking around. So I'm not sure if you're actually reading through, but earlier if you paused, you would actually see that Claude said something about violating this Universal Planetary Preservation Pact, and then mentions he's from a planet that, it's underdeveloped Planet Preservation Pact, and he just mentions a planet that they obviously don't even know that exists, kind of violating it after complaining about violating it. Yeah, way to go, guy. Oh, so now she thinks it's a continent, so that's lucky for him. So as you go through, this is another game I do have on console as well, but it's much easier to record on emulator, even though the audio skips sometimes, which is kind of annoying. But who comes and watches Let's Plays for the audio of the music? You come here for the commentary. You come here to listen to us talk. And sometimes it's funny, sometimes it's not. Who knows? That's a gamble. Hopefully, sometimes when I say something or mention something, it's funny to you guys. This is another one. I'm going to try and breeze through this little area so that we can get to the real gameplay. And it doesn't look like we're going to get very far. One walkthrough I am going to look up on here is just to get one of these side characters, just because I like him. He's awesome. You deserve to see him. He uses, dual weapons pretty quick, and he probably won't be using this Rita character. So the one thing about the skills on here is there's a proficiency, and as you increase the proficiency, there may be some slight changes or some slight strength boosts on it. So that'll be fun though. I won't be trying to grind up, because max proficiency is 999, and I do wanna level up to make things somewhat easier, but not completely easier. So yeah, now will we finally be able to control our guy? We'll finally be able to go around and do stuff. Yeah, that's very yay! Woohoo! All right, let's get on this. We'll go around. I don't 100% remember exactly where to go. So why is this guy asking about all this stuff? Like spaceships and all this other. Like, come on, guy. You're violating your own thing. So we got yeah, equipment wizard. I gotcha. I don't need tutorials. We're just robbing these guys, These are some hard-earned items that the shop has, and we just come here and take it from them. So yeah, I went through auto-equipped our leather armor, and although there's no visual differences at all depending on in battle, you can actually come here and see what all your equipment and accessories and stuff looks like. So that's kind of a neat thing. And then you see there's different things. Specialty here. See, he's got skills. He's just got phase gun right now. So efficiency 3. Destroy. It's pretty strong. Destroying them at molecular levels. And here skills. So here, when we get skill points, we get different things. Like here, as you can see, skill level times 10 strength. So I get plus 10 strength every single time I level this up, which is cool. And as I actually upgrade these, I get new ones. So that's how you lock them. And I think levels unlock them as well. And you can go combat. You can actually, for the ones that aren't controlled manually, you can kind of set up how they work in battle, and then even the formation and you can set up your leader as well, like who you actually main in the battle. You don't have to play as Claude or Randy. So I'm gonna go around, break into this house. We're not stalking her or anything, It sounds like she's talking about me. That's usually a good sign. But may not look good at first encounter. Meeting the mother of your possible future wife, and make yourself look like a stalker. That's negative points. But that's how you have to do it back. You don't got like Tinder and Pop and social media and stuff. You gotta properly stalk somebody. And so I think we did that quite fine. So Mr. Randy, it's kind of got that porn star vibe. Now that I think about it, yes, that definitely sounds like a porn star name, Randy, and I'm loving it. Oh, shucks. Yeah, it wasn't nothing. Yeah, I only know how to fly spaceships through the universe and go through and discover planets with my dad. I only do that. So hopefully we can get out of this village and actually do some real gameplay soon. Or maybe this first episode will just be the little minor crap for it. But at the very least, we will get onto the world map by the end of this episode. So let's see, where does she want to take us? Yeah, Mother gets so excited because she thinks you finally got a boyfriend. I like to show you my mother. Alright. Let's see here. Around. What's in here? Oh. Yeah. Looks like she's giving me the tour. Mayor. But he doesn't. Oh well. Let's see if we can ransack his house, because that's where the real fun in RPGs are, is stealing from people. Alright. Let's see. Let's go upstairs. Oh, this game's playing a little laggier than I had initially hoped, but whatever. That's what you get for playing on an emulator. No, Randy. You're going upstairs. That's where all the fun will happen. Yeah. You're holding a girl against her will. She thinks she's giving you a tour, but she's thinking wrong. You were actually a porn star. Alright. Well, it seems there's nothing to steal here. You know, I can't truly be a video game character if I can't steal from people. Haha, look at that. This person knows what up. Found a boyfriend. Ha ha ha. That's great. Actually, let's go in to this. Ooh, yep, see, this house has a chest for me to steal. That makes me happy. As a carpenter working on a big job. Yep. He's working with some hardwood. Yep, I went there. And you're just gonna have to deal with it. Come on. No, not really. What? I'm not really paying attention to what text they're saying, so I don't know why she's getting all worrisome. So, got me some strawberry jam. Alright. Nothing cool. Nothing more to see here. I don't need to talk to all these people. Let's go up. I'm gonna guess this is an item shop. Let's see if I'm right. Mr. Hearn's General Store. Okay. Same difference. Yeah, that is the smell of herbs. Come on, let's go. Yeah. Come on. Yes, herbs. Come on, guy. Do you not know anything? God, that's only the basics. Jeez. How do you not know? Yeah, no, see, he hasn't heard of the one true herb. So, yeah, made it this far without it. You know, now Rena thinks that this guy is a scrub, so bye. He's got some sandals. I've got, 500 full, so very nutritious. I think if we press, okay, the square button lets you know. So there's 2, 3. That cures poison. That restores MP. Let's get 2 of those. Spectacles. Power to see all truths. All right. That's all we're gonna do. Okay, I gotta turn that off. Let's see here. Message speed. Alright, there we go. See, I can actually upgrade the window color, which I might do off screen. Targeting mode, meh. Because fuck that. That normal. Combat mode, I don't need all that. Key customization. Wait, where's the equipment wizard? I'm gonna turn that off. Okay, maybe I gotta go in equipment to do that. There we go. Let's turn that bastard off. It's nice that they equipped in my sandals for me, but so she's actually a mage, and what's cool on her is, yeah, you can press the square button, and you can determine what skills or what magic they will not use in battle. So that's kind of helpful when they keep spamming like the long duration skills, and you don't need that kind of firepower at that time, or they keep spamming these useless skills, and you're like, come on, stop with the bullshit. Let's get on with the game here. Let's get on with the fight. So, and there are some skills that, oh my god, like, I think 30, 45-second animation times. Yeah, it's just ridiculous. So, came here, robbed these guys blind. They're too busy. They're too busy looking at each other. They're waiting for us to leave so that they can start making out and get to the real fun of the night. It's a chore having to go through every single house. Come on now. Yeah, wonderful man. Come on. You know you're not interested. We all know you're faking this. So please her so that you can please her. Alright. Oh, look at that. Is this... Oh. Old man. Oh, well... I guess the old man wasn't important enough to talk to. So, is that it? I really don't know. Unless, okay, so maybe I do gotta talk to all these people. Jeez, I hate it when they do this. Like, okay, give me a tour of the village. You know, do it automatic, not manual. Let's see if she'll let me leave. No. Oh, leave it to women. I can only show you around the village. Yes, and we've seen the village. We've gone through. Unless you want me... Yeah. No, don't. What are you doing? Get back in there, Rena. Get back inside me, Rena. No. Yeah, childhood. Oh! So, the person they're actually talking about there is the character you can get if you choose Rena. But you can't choose, well, that we will not get because we chose the superior pit. And you'll actually see why once I get there. Did I go in here? Yes, I went in here. Okay. Hopefully that does it for the tour. Maybe, hopefully. Please don't be difficult right now. Yes, okay, good. Maybe I would laugh if all we had to do was leave and go back in, or go do the screen transition to the other part of town and then come back in. You know, that would be something. So, get off the, come on now. All right. I'm seeing some cake, some Jello. I want to say that is a duck. And then some meat on a bone. And then, yeah, that looks like the full spread for us. Yeah. You know how much young men can eat? Oh, yeah, depending on what young men are eating, they can eat a lot. Especially for Mr. Randy over here. There we go. 1 hour later, because that's all Mr. Randy needed. It's just 1 hour. Ooh, yeah. Hey, no. He had to. He had to eat everything. Okay. I was starting to get kind of scared because the audio kind of went out. And I was like, no, don't do this to me. I know we're rearing towards the end of this episode, but please don't do this to me. So, man, she takes forever to walk. Come on. No, boy, am I full. Yeah, you're full. Okay. You have no time to be worrying about your mother. You're on a planet that doesn't even know what outer space is. No, back. What are you doing? What are you doing? Come on. Let's go. Oh, really? Stay upstairs. All right, yes. I don't... No, what are you doing? Fine then. I won't plunder her room. Yet. Okay, what are you doing? Oh, there we go. Yes. Hi, I know it's Westa. I was about to say, I got a little dyslexic there. I thought it said waste for her name. Like, you are a waste. And I was like, no. That can't be how it's pronounced. But it's Westa. She formally introduced herself. Yeah, come on. Yes. Yes, really. It was good. What, you want some of Mr. Randy too? You know, I got another hour I can spare with you. You know, if you're interested. Since you made food, we'll do it for free. As long as we record. I wonder if this somehow procced to. Nope, we're going downstairs. Yeah. I have what did she? I said it. Oh. The warrior. Dun dun dun. And you know it had those special brackets, so it meant something. I am the warrior. So, no, our guy, Mr. Randy over here, he just shoots specialty videos. You know, he doesn't know about this the warrior thing business. And we got another old man. Oh, Mr. Randy. Yes. Comes closer, coming closer. You start noticing that old people smell. You just want him. He's at a safe distance right now that you don't have to worry about smelling it too much. So right here, just going into some of the lore. I think they actually explain who the warrior is, which, you know, for those of you who want the clip notes, there's a prophecy that a warrior of light is supposed to come and save the kingdom, blah 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 blah. You know, the typical plot device. And that phase gun that he shot the monster with is why they think he's the warrior of light, which kind of seems similar to the early Final Fantasy games where the 4 warriors of light, which did that vanish at like Final Fantasy 3 and then an attempt on Final Fantasy 14 to revitalize it, which how many people actually still play Final Fantasy 14? Because, you know, I started when it first came out on PS4, so obviously the PC players were all like max level. And there's actually someone, I'm pretty sure that they bought it to do it, but they had everything level 50. So, you know, I loved playing the storyline, you know, but once I got to the end game and started trying to grind to level up, like, the weapon of the Warrior of Light that you get depending on which class you choose. You know, I got it the initial upgrade where the guy initially is trying to kill you and is completely blatant about it, which is awesome. Once I got to the part where you had to grind, like do all the little area raids of the small raids of the area bosses around the maps to get a stone or whatever it was, I started getting bored with the game because all I did was the little daily tasks to build up my reputation, and then I liked the feature where if you went to a lower dungeon, it was kind of neat that it lowered your level down, but once you got to the max level, you know, you didn't want to waste your time. You know, it got too tedious to do your little dailies on there, and so I just got burnt out on the game. It got boring. I mean, obviously, a lot of other people didn't agree, and they kept playing, and probably had fun with the Heaven's Word patch and any new expansions, but you know, it just wasn't for me. So, you know, getting back on topic with Star Ocean. So, hopefully, you get the reference to Star Ocean being outer space, because although you don't do it on here, on Star Ocean 3, you actually get to teleport between planets. But the whole thing is supposed to be, you know, they're at a stage where they can fly through outer space, planet to planet, and, you know, instead of, you know, oceans, sailing across, you know, watery oceans. They sail across starry oceans. You know, in case you didn't kind of get that reference, there you go. You know, kind of help you out. For those of you who didn't know that, you know, complete mind blown, especially if you've known about these games. And if you didn't, and you learned about these games because of my channel, that makes me happy, because this is where gaming was great. You had a lot of content, and especially with Star Ocean games, like, I want to say if it's your very first playthrough, you're probably getting 100+ hours of gameplay through, and you could probably dwindle that down to about 40 hours of gameplay, which that's if you're speeding through it and just don't do any backtracking and optional stuff. So as you can see, that kind of makes a huge difference, whereas games nowadays, like, they intended for 60+ hours of gameplay, but realistically you beat it within 8 hours of first picking it up, and then after that you easily beat it within 2.5. So that's why I like these. You're no matter what going to be spending a lot of time, you know. And then speedrunners, obviously, you know, sometimes with these old school RPGs, like, it's 4 or 5 hours long on any percent. Sometimes if they have glitches that they use. Sometimes, you know, you don't find glitches. You can't just skip stuff. So you just go through and you use items to your advantage to completely dominate. So I think we're actually rearing up being able to get out of here. I'm kind of glad this. I'm still kind of debating how long I want to keep a general episode. I think I'm gonna do around 30 minutes, because it's seeming with, you know, 22 minutes long, 22-minute long videos, you don't really get too far, especially at the beginning. Because when I was doing my Legend of Legaia, like, 2 episodes in was when I finally got out of the first village. And this is actually, from the looks of it, running around the same amount of time. And I am not even doing any fighting. Ooh, hold up. Oh, never mind. No, I'm at a different person's house. But I think I can go, yeah, I'm at this house. But I think I can actually go back into Rena's room and steal that chest, which is exactly where I'm going. Maybe find some unmentionables in there, because, you know, Mr. Randy, our porn star over here, he likes having those kind of things. So we'll go over there and check it out. Okay. No, now that's so uncomfortable. Yeah, oh my god, the smell is unbearable. You know, he handed us his long sword. He tried handing us a different sword, but Mr. Randy, being who he is, was like, get that shit away from me. And, you know, was able to get a real sword. Oh, okay. That was on me. You know, I could have moved sooner. Alright. That did a nice chunk increase to attack. And alright. So we're gonna go. We're able to actually leave. And I think you actually find out that Rena is in another town. Oh yeah, Rena's not here. So that may have been a spoiler for those of you who've never seen this game. In my case, my bad. It's all me. I'm sorry. I promise I won't try to do it again. Though it may still happen. Spoilers are hard to avoid. And then, alright, so we can go through and finally. Alright. So here we are. Oh no. Okay. Little kid down here. You know, he's gotta stop us. He's gotta tell us some stuff. It's Mr. Randy to you. Come on. Get your facts straight. Yeah. I know this. I don't think you understand what I have. Alright, so that's all the time that I have for this episode. So if you enjoyed this, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.